What's going on, guys? Duane here with How to Build Credit TV, and I am back again for another live stream. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about which card is better, which credit card is better, the Chase Slate Edge or the Capital One Platinum card. That's what we're talking about in this particular live stream. But hey, if you're new to this channel, once again, my name is Duane with How to Build Credit TV, and on this channel, I talk about credit cards, and how to make money using credit cards. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Okay, so of course Chase came out with their new credit card, the Chase Slate Edge card, which I think is probably directly in line with competing with Capital One's Platinum card. So I thought this would be an interesting video to kind of talk about the differences between the Chase Slate Edge credit card and the Capital One Platinum credit card. Now, there are some similarities and there are also some differences. So I'm going to basically talk a little bit about the two different cards a little bit in the beginning of this video, and then of course this is a live stream, so I will be sure to jump into the comment section. Be sure to smash the thumbs up in this video. It helps tremendously, and it makes me feel good when I see thumbs up being smashed on the video. So right off the bat, before I even jump to the website, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about some of the things that the cards have in common or difference. So initially, or not initially, but the Chase Slate Edge credit card does have a sign-up offer. And I think it's probably going to be an introductory offer, but nevertheless, there is an offer. I'll share my screen with you guys here so you guys can see that. So as you guys can see, it says earn a $100 bonus credit, right? After you spend after you spend $500 on purchases in the first 6 months. So this is actually a pretty decent sign-up offer. The fact that, once again, you're able to earn $100 bonus credit, and more than likely this is going to be redeemed towards your account. So it will be a statement credit. Now, once again, the Chase Slate Edge credit card does have this offer. I'm thinking that it may just be a sign-up offer and it may disappear after some time, but I feel like it's going to be here for at least 6 months. That's just my guesstimation, okay? The Capital One Platinum card does not have a sign-up offer or a bonus credit, right? The way Chase is saying it, they're saying it's a bonus credit. So at the Capital One website, you just see that it says Platinum MasterCard from Capital One, with no annual fee, and both of these credit cards do not have an annual fee, so that's very, very good. I like the fact that both cards don't have an annual fee. Okay, so right off the bat, the Chase Slate Edge credit card does have the sign-up offer of $100 after spending $500. I think that's really, really good, and I think that's going to be very enticing. Let me talk a little bit more about the differences between the cards and keep it going. So the Chase Slate Edge card does have a better APR than the Capital One Platinum card. So I'm going to share my website with you guys here. So as you guys can see over here on the left-hand side, it says after the 0% intro APR for 12 months, you'll be able to get between 14.99% and 23.74% variable APR. Now, if I jump over to the Platinum card from Capital One, you see that it has the purchase rate and the variable APR is 29.99%. That is a huge difference. Now, in general, I always preach that we should be using our credit cards because we have the money already in our bank account, and we're just using the credit card because it's going to be better for your credit, and in more cases than none, you're going to be getting cash back, or you're going to be getting points. Now, both of these credit cards don't offer the ability to earn cash back or points, so that's kind of null and void in regards to these credit cards, but other cards above these cards will allow you the ability to earn cash back or points. So that is why I encourage you to only use your credit card if you already have the money in your checking account to pay that particular bill. And if I were you, I would make it a habit to pay my credit card bills once a week, right? I would just do it once a week. That way you can have the most accurate snapshot of what your checking account balance is, because you're getting that payment out and towards the credit card. So that's personally what I would do, just to make it, easier. We want it to be easier. Okay, the next thing is the fact that the Chase Slate Edge credit card, it only pulls from one credit bureau. Now, I wish I knew off the top of my head. I want to say TransUnion, but in general, this can sometimes vary depending on which state you live in. Let me know in the comment section what credit bureau Chase pulls from. I think it's TransUnion, but I could be wrong. Okay. So once again, the Chase Slate Edge credit card does pull from only one credit bureau, where Capital One, for their Platinum credit card, Capital One pulls from all the bureaus. Okay. That's going to be the three major bureaus that we know, but sometimes they do really pull from all four bureaus. Okay, so Capital One, once again, will be pulling from the three major credit bureaus when you apply. That is a definite difference that you need to know between the two cards. Once again, both cards don't have an annual fee, so that's kind of cool. One of the things that I think is pretty interesting is that the design of the cards are similar, right? So you have the Capital One card here that has this blue with the squiggly lines going on, right? And then of course you have the Chase Slate Edge card, which is also blue and has the squiggly lines. So these cards are kind of similar-ish. All right, let's see what the next thing I'm going to talk about here. The next thing that I'm going to talk about in regards to both of these cards is the fact that the Slate Edge credit card it is impacted by the Chase 524 rule. Okay, so if for some reason you live under a rock and you're just getting started with your credit card journey, the 524 rule in regards to Chase simply means that if you have 5 hard inquiries within the last 24 months, more than likely you will be denied for a Chase credit card. Now, there are supposedly some workarounds, whereas if you apply inside the branch, you may be able to bypass the Chase 524 rule. Or if you have a Chase checking account or any account with Chase, and you see that there is a offer specific to you once you're logged into your Chase account, you may be able to bypass the 524 rule there. So if you have 5 inquiries or more, you may be able to bypass it those two ways. Okay. I personally wouldn't chance it, but of course, I understand it's pretty enticing when there are credit cards out there for you to apply for and get approved for. So that is something to think about, okay? I wouldn't say that Capital One is not as inquiry sensitive, but Capital One is not as solid as Chase is in regards to their 524 rule. Chase is really absolute in regards to that particular rule. Another thing to consider is the fact that the Capital One Platinum card may be easier to get than the Chase Slate Edge card. Now, I know this Chase Slate Edge card is a card that's kind of geared towards people that are just kind of starting off, to be honest with you, on their journey. But you know, for the most part, both of these cards are kind of entry-level cards with both of the banks. One of the things to consider is the fact that I think that Chase has better credit cards overall than Capital One, okay? And Chase has more credit cards than Capital One. And I might even dare to say that Chase's customer service is better than Capital One, okay? So these are things to consider between those two cards. Another thing that I think is very interesting is that Capital One can be a little more user-friendly as far as credit limit increases are concerned in the beginning of your journey. So Chase also has wording, the same wording that Capital One has, where Chase is going to basically put you in a position to increase your credit limit after you've made 6 payments on time, or the first 6 months of payments. And Capital One with their Platinum card has the same type of wording. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here on the website as soon as I get the opportunity to but highlight what it is I want to talk about. So let me see here. All right, sweet. So as you can see right here in the middle of the screen, it says raise your credit limit, special welcome offer, get an automatic review for higher credit limit when you get this out of the way. When you pay on time and spend $500 in the first 6 months from opening account. Now, this is interesting because Capital One doesn't have a specific amount that you need to spend in order to be eligible for this review, okay? Capital One just basically says after making several payments on time, you have the ability to get an automatic credit limit increase. And here it is on the Capital One website. It's a be automatically considered for a higher credit limit in as little as 6 months. So the same type of thing, right? They basically both want you to use your credit card and pay it, right? They're talking about making a payment for each month. It does not mean 6 payments. It means 6 months. So for the people that are like me and that would probably use their credit card and pay it off as soon as they use it, it's not 6 payments. It's 6 months. Okay, so it's really 6 statements. Okay, let's be very clear about that. It's 6 statements. So once again, Chase has wording on their site about the fact that you have to spend your $500 first within the first 6 months in order to be considered to get the higher credit limit. Okay, I mean, honestly, I feel like the average person that applies for the Chase Slate Edge credit card is going to be spending the $500 in the first 3 months anyway, because they want to get that $100 bonus, which I think over time will disappear. Now, if Chase keeps this particular sign-up offer or the cash bonus, I think that'll, give Chase the leg up, like, period, like all the time. Another thing to kind of consider because I was talking about the credit limit increases. Capital One is really good about giving you decent increases in the beginning of your journey. But the reality is, between Capital One and Chase is the more generous credit card company between the two. So I don't know what people will see as far as credit limit increases are concerned with the Chase Slate Edge credit card, because of course it's new. It's not a card that I'm familiar with, but I do know for me, my journey in regards to Capital One is kind of maxed out. Like I haven't got a credit limit increase with Capital One in a very long time, and it's a hard inquiry to request a credit limit increase. So I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? So between the two, once again, Chase has a lot more cards from which you can choose, especially after you get past this introductory or beginner type credit card that Chase is now offering. I think this is a really, really smart move by Chase by, creating a credit card that's going to compete with Capital One. Chase is finally getting hip to not missing the traffic, right? They're basically trying to make sure that they have a hat in the ring in regards to, every kind of level for somebody that is either starting their journey in regards to credit or someone that is a credit pro, and it is earning all the points and they're maximizing all the points and that type of thing. So I think it's smart. Chase has done a really good job of adding a student credit card. So they're now in the student credit card game. So they've joined Discover Card. They've joined Capital One as far as student credit card is concerned. And now they have like an entry level card outside of a student credit card. So kudos to Chase for stepping it up in regards to that. I think, it's a no-brainer. Me personally, between the two, if I were starting off from absolute scratch, I would absolutely have a relationship with Chase. I would just go with Chase right off the bat, just because that $100 sign-up offer that they're now offering is pretty legit. And it's easy to get that. I mean, spending $500 in the first 3 months should be a pretty easy task. I don't know about you, but I have a couple of bills that I can pay in the first 3 months that'll easily be over $500. And bills like my cell phone bill, my car insurance bill, your light bill, your cable bill, you know what I'm saying? Like, it should be really easy, even if you just paid, 2 or 3 of those bills this month and then pay 2 or 3 of those bills next month. I think by the 3rd month you should be able to have met the spending requirement of $500 in order to get that $100 bonus, which more than likely is going to be a statement credit, but it's $100 back for spending $500. I think that's pretty freaking awesome. I know for me personally, that is what entices me about applying for credit cards, especially earlier on in my credit card journey. The sign-up offer makes it a little bit easier for me to jump on some of those credit card offers. Another thing for me in the beginning of my journey was the fact that I wanted to get over $50,000. I wanted to just get to $50,000 of available credit limit across all my credit cards, and then of course eventually get over the $50,000 threshold. So that was one of the things that allowed me to just go ham on like applying for credit cards. Like I have cards that aren't really solid cards, whatever that means. And then I have cards that, I use like pretty freaking often, like, most of the times when I use a credit card. So that's pretty much my spiel as far as what the difference is between the two and kind of which is better. I personally would lean towards Chase, But if you're in a situation where maybe your credit score isn't decent or you're rebuilding your credit, you may want to go for that platinum credit card from Capital One. Another way to kind of get in with Chase, I think personally, is to get a Chase checking account. Get a personal checking account with Chase, and even if you're rebuilding your credit, and let's say you never had a Chase card in the past, I would say get a checking account, rock out that checking account for a minimum of 6 months, and then maybe consider applying for the Chase Slate Edge Card, because I think that's once again the way to go. I think it's a little bit easier to get approved once you kind of soften up the situation by having a relationship with Chase. All right, I'm going to jump into the comment section here and say what up to you guys. I appreciate you guys being so patient and hanging out with me here. Let me see. I got a lot going on my screen. Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. I hope you guys had an incredible weekend. Mine was pretty good. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be driving out of town here tomorrow. So tomorrow I will be headed to Atlanta. My niece lives there, and she has a baby. So I think the baby's like 9 months old. I actually spoke to my brother yesterday, which this is his daughter, and I was telling somebody, I was like, yeah, I think the baby's like 6-7 months. And my brother was like, yo, the baby's 9 months. And I was like, what? So we were talking about kind of both going down there, but I'm going to miss him this time around. And next time I told him, I said, hey, whenever you're ready to go, just let me know. I'll drive up. Maybe I'll fly up because I'm driving up this time. So I'll be on the road from like 2 a.m. Tomorrow. And I hope to get there by 3 p.m. It's supposed to be a 12-hour drive. And it's going to be a good one because I'm riding solo. So it's I've never driven 12 hours by myself, but I will be heading up to Atlanta. And part of the reason why I'm driving too is because I'm a nerd, and they make more money according to the Uber app in Atlanta than they do in Houston. So of course your boy's driving up. I'm driving my good old Honda, and I will be driving Uber up there because it wouldn't be right if I didn't. All right, so that's kind of what's going on with me. We will not have a members only live stream tonight because I need to get to sleep as soon as this live stream is over and wake up at 2 o'clock and leave at like 2:15. So I still need to pack my clothes and whatnot. But anyway, that's a lot more information than you guys asked for. Okay, so that's what's going on in my neck of the woods. We got Devin in the house, who's a channel member. Devin, it's a pleasure to see you. Says, hope you had a good weekend. Of course, I saw you guys here before I started the live stream. We have Felicia in the building as well. Felicia, it is a pleasure to see you in the building. Felicia says, hey, Duane and Credit Family. Hope everybody doing, or how everyone's doing. Devin says, I did and mainly spent my weekend watching Summer Olympics. You know what's funny about the Olympics? They have so much random stuff on the TV all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was watching something the other day and they had like karate uniforms on, I guess. Karate, taekwondo uniforms, but it wasn't taekwondo. And I feel like karate, they should be kicking, right? So they had these uniforms on, but they were wrestling. So I was like, I don't even know what this is. But definitely, it's always kind of cool to see some of these events in regards to the Olympics. So I hear you on that. Joe Forth, what's going on, my bro? It's a pleasure to have you in the building. My brother says, glad you're on tonight. Yes, sir. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you for the kind words. Thanks for stopping by. We got King Nip in the house. Says, Yerp. What's going on, King Nip and Erica? It's a pleasure to have you in the building, my bro. We got Cinna Madness, who's a channel member. Guys, forgive me for chewing this gum. As a matter of fact, I guess I can't chew it. That's not proper etiquette. I'm going to put it here on the computer. Maybe I'll get it after the live stream. Probably not. What's going on, Cinna Madness? He's a channel member. Says, Duane is back again. Yes, sir. Man, you know what? I just realized that I had a video for my other channel. It was scheduled for a premiere at 6 o'clock, and I didn't even remember because I've been busy. Dang, that's wild. We got my brother, Mr. Patel, in the building. Says, my brother, what's going on? Says, hope you are well. Of course, Chase Slate Edge is better. Rather be with Chase than Capital One if I had a choice. These are facts. These are facts. I think, clearly overall, Chase is a better institution. Now, I can't Man, I almost cursed. Now, I can't take a dump on Capital One because Capital One was absolutely there for me when I didn't have any other choices. So it just kind of depends where you are in your credit journey and what's kind of available to you. But overall, I would agree. I would say that Capital One is not Capital One, Chase is definitely a better situation. Sexy Devil 78, thank you so much, man, for stopping by the channel. Haven't seen you in a minute. So thank you so much for stopping by and showing love with that $20 super chat. I really, really appreciate you. She says, what's happening, Duane? It's been a minute. Hope all is well. As always, thanks for sharing your knowledge about the credit game and your experiences with different credit cards. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you, ma'am. That means a lot to me. Thanks again for that super chat. All right, let me scroll on up here. Hopefully my internet will be good today. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have any problems. Scrolling back up to see kind of where I was in the comment section. Man, that's wild. All right. Points Blank Travel, who has his own YouTube channel. Be sure to go to his channel and subscribe. He talks about credit and credit cards as well. And once again, it's always good to have someone else's perspective in regards to credit card or anything that is the same topic, but just someone else's perspective. So he says, what's up, D? Good to see you, my brother. What's up, credit family? Blessings and respect, bro. Yes, sir. It's always an honor to have you in the building, bro. We got Nicholas in the building. What is going on, Nicholas? Haven't seen you in a minute. Nicholas says, hey, Duane, hope you're doing well. Have you ever done a review on Citi Custom Cash? Not sure your thoughts. I don't remember. I think maybe I did. Let me see. Look, now I got to check my phone to see if I did a video on it. I think I probably did a live stream on it. I feel like I did because I remember making the thumbnail. So I feel like I did just because I remember making a thumbnail. That's kind of funny because literally that's the only reason why I feel like I did. But I don't know. Let me see. I'm almost there. Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, I did a video. No, it was a live stream. Yeah, I did a live stream. Look at me. Look at me there. This one right here, right where my thumb is. Custom Cash. Yeah. I think it's a decent card. I mean, you know, Citibank is doing their thing as far as trying to make sure they stay relevant. I think it's a decent card, especially because it's a 2%. You know, 2% adds up real quickly, really, really quickly. I don't think people know the power of that. Clearly, a 2% card is better than a 1.5% card, and it's better than it may be better than a card that gives you 5% in one specific category and, you know, changes each quarter. It may be. I think it's pretty close because I'm kind of always leaning towards a 5% cashback card. I feel like you're going to get more points or cashback for those particular cards. But the flat 2% is always good just because it takes the thinking out. You know what I mean? There's no thinking involved. You use this card, you get 2%, and it's all gravy. King Nip says, what's the word, Duane? How you feeling this evening? I'm good, man. Honestly, I think it's kind of funny because in theory, this drive that I'm going to make to Atlanta, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh, yeah, no, I could drive, you know. I drive all the time. I drive Uber. Like on Friday, I drove 14 hours. But, you know, granted, with Uber, you know, I'm stopping. So even though I didn't drive today, but with Uber, right, I'm stopping, so it makes it a little bit easier. I was trying to show y'all, but I'm probably not going to be able to because my internet's acting stupid. By my internet, I mean my cell phone. My cell phone, I have no bars right now. It says 5G, but there's nothing going on. But yeah, I drove 14 hours on Friday of last week, and Friday was a good day because I think I ended up making $330. I've been kind of lax in regards to this Uber thing. So, you know, it was good for me to kind of get out and get it going last Friday. I want to show you guys. So I will. Here we go. I'm trying to pull up last week. So last week I drove 40 hours and 6 minutes. I'm showing you guys real quickly here. So this is last week. And then of course you see Friday. Let me show you guys on Friday. Friday, like I said, well, I didn't drive 14 hours, but close enough. I was logged on for 14 hours, right? So you see it says 14 hours. I made $340 on Friday. But, you know, A lot of people would look at that and be like, yo, that's a lot of hours, XYZ. Listen, if you can make almost $350 in one day, man, I don't care. Like, that's pretty dope as far as I'm concerned. Of course, people make more money and whatnot, but that's beside the point. I mean, people make less money. So I'm content with the $340. Let's see. King Nip says, pay every Friday. Can't go wrong. I'm not sure exactly what he's talking about. But I do know personally that I do enjoy getting paid weekly. When I used to get paid weekly, of course, I'm not doing a job. Well, I'm lying, tripping. I get paid weekly with Uber, right? I'm so pretty. That's actually, getting paid weekly is a really, really smart thing for companies to do, because I don't know about you, but I know that, like, when I was working a job I absolutely hated, we used to get paid like on Thursdays, and then they moved it to Friday. But when it's Wednesday, hump day, middle of the week, and I got paid the next day, sweet. Or better yet, you get paid Friday, cool. It's like you can go on to the next week because it's a short time before you get paid. And so I do like that a lot about Uber. King Nip says, Chase pulls from Experian. Okay. Devin says, I think Goldman Sachs is now going into the credit card game besides the Apple Card, because I have a credit card moving to Goldman Sachs soon. Okay. That'll be interesting. I mean, that wouldn't be, a stretch, I don't think, especially since, they've already had success in regards to the Apple Card. Points Bank Travel says, although I would choose Slate Edge over Platinum, I had a subscriber apply for the Edge today and was declined with a 660. I found data points showing 670 to be minimum score needed for Edge. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing with Chase. I mean, both of them can be kind of finicky in regards to, approving people for their cards. So I don't know. I mean, I like I said, I feel like it's geared towards people that are kind of starting their journey, but at the same time, it's Chase, and so kind of anything goes. Miss Gatlin, what is going on? Thank you so much for stopping by. I always appreciate seeing your name on the screen, so thank you so much for stopping by, Miss Gatlin. Azuri, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by another video. You are also a channel member. It's a pleasure to have you in the building. Cool. Let's see. Jordan23WW, who's also a channel member, says, hey, Duane and Credit Family, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Yes, sir, and congratulations to you. You know what I'm talking about. You shared it with me in the email, so that's incredibly awesome. I mean, I haven't gotten there yet in regards to my credit score, so that's really dope. It's a pleasure to see you in the building again. Andre, what's going on, bro? Thank you for stopping by. What's going on, man? I know we had a little conversation via email, so that's kind of why I'm laughing. We got Miss Diamond in the building. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to see you, ma'am. Thank you for the support. Molly, I hope I said that right, or Molly, it's close enough, says, hey, Duane, what annual free card do you believe is best? I'm assuming you're saying, I don't know if you're saying annual fee free or if you're saying annual fee. Clear that up and I'll answer that question, please, kind sir. Andre says, D, you could at least answer my email. I mean, I answered ish. The answer was, I'll think about it, right? I got to take my time with that one, but what you suggested was very, very clever, okay? So we'll see. Just give me some time to think about it. I mean, if you want to be more aggressive, then you can kind of think about like a dollar number if you want to throw that in my direction. But I am thinking about it as much as one can think about something when that person's very busy. Shoe Lady 64, what's going on, ma'am? Thank you so much for stopping by. It's a pleasure to have you in the building. Guys, if you have questions, slap them in the comments section. Okay, if you have questions, comments, concerns, slap them in the comments section. We have plenty of smart people, even smarter than I, in regards to some of the questions that I may not know the answer to. So be sure to slap that in the comments section. This is all about community and helping and answering questions as much as we can. Shoe Lady 64 says, everyone hit the thumbs up. Yes, ma'am. I agree. Luis, what's going on, bro? Haven't seen you in a minute, my brother. Says, tuning in. What's up, my brother? I wish I could get in Chase. Only 2 more years till my old Chase account falls off my report. Yeah, man. I mean, that's the thing is sometimes in regards to certain things, we have to be patient. Actually, in regards to most things, we have to be patient. There aren't a lot of things that instant gratification is really a thing, unless you have money and you want to buy something. If you have the money, you can buy it. If you don't have the money, you got to wait, right? So no worries, man. But like I said, it's a pleasure to see you in the building. It's been a while. Joel says, it's a soft pull for a credit limit increase on Capital One. I always request a new one every 6 months. They always give me $100 increase. Well, first of all, man, thanks for the info. I don't know if it's a soft pull, but then again, I haven't done a credit limit increase with Capital One since 2018, maybe 2019. So it's possible that it could be different. And at least they're giving you $100. They didn't give me anything. So there's that. Devin says, today I found out for a few months after you move and update your address, you can still get offers for credit cards with the offer under your old address. That happened to me for the Altitude Go card. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It takes a while for them to get your address updated. Ironically, I did receive an offer from US Bank for one of their cards. I don't even know which one it was because number one, I have too many inquiries, and number two, I did apply for one of their cards when they released a couple of cards, and I was denied, which I'm not surprised about. So I'm like, I wish they'd stop sending me stuff. They're sending me email and mailing me offers, and I'm like, yo, y'all need to chill because I'm not even gonna get approved, but y'all keep, trying to entice me so I can get another inquiry, and so I can get my feelings hurt and get, denied. Cinemadness says, hey, Duane, I got the 12-inch M1 iPad Pro, 256 gigabytes, and it was so expensive, but thankfully I used my Apple Card 0% finance feature. That's very, very smart. That's definitely a smart way to go about it. I think Apple is genius for doing that, coming up with the financing, because it just makes it a lot easier for people to jump on it. As a matter of fact, Apple stocks did pretty good today. Apple and Tesla was pretty good today. So yeah, that's pretty dope. Hey Seuss, what's going on, bro? It's a pleasure to see you in the building. My brother, not sure what the judo is about, but it's a pleasure to see you in the building. Thanks for stopping by. Jordan23WW says, Duane, you already know this, but I shared this exciting news with the credit family. August 2019 began my credit rebuild with 583 FICO. Thursday, my Experian hit 838, first time in the 800s. Yeah, man, you already know I know, but I think that's incredible. As a matter of fact, my brother, let me find the horn, make sure it's working tonight. Yeah, I mean, congratulations, bro. That is incredible. I've never hit 800, so that's awesome. Christopher, it's a pleasure to see you, bro. Says your credit advice is blessing people's lives. Thank you, sir. You know what? I, every now and then when I think about the journey that I've been fortunate to have as a result of this channel, I'm insanely grateful. Insanely grateful. It's pretty incredible that sharing one's experience can benefit others, but it makes absolute sense. If I can do a certain thing, then it's very likely that another human being can do that very same thing. So I'm glad that people are benefited from my hard times. Ulysses, what's going on, bro? Ulysses is a channel member. Says, hello, Duane. How you doing tonight? I just saw you were live. Catch back on the replay. Awesome, bro. It's a pleasure to have you in the building as usual, my man. Shoe Lady 64 says, Capital One gave me a chance with the Platinum card. I appreciate the opportunity. Absolutely, Shoe Lady. Capital One gave me a chance as well back in December 2015. Was out when I was not in a position to get approved for an auto loan with anybody else. So that's why I can't really ever say anything bad about Capital One per se, because I know that Capital One has their own special niche. You know what I mean? Like they always help people in a way, right? More so than the other banks do. Mikey T, what's going on? Mikey T is a channel member. Mikey T says, Duane, what's your take on Capital One 360 products? Incredible question, my bro. Capital One 360 products are incredible. As a matter of fact, a lot of people don't know that the Capital One 360 savings account, for the most part, has a higher interest rate than other banks offer, especially other big banks. Capital One 360 products are really, really good. I love using the app, and I love how easy it is to create a brand new account in the app. I think I haven't looked at my I haven't looked at my banking account with Capital One in such a long time. I haven't signed out. I haven't signed into that account, but I think I had like four savings account with Capital One, which is hilarious. I'm trying to sign in right now. Hope this password is right, just because I want to show you guys that I have a gang load of savings account with them, and they tell me all the time you need to put money in your account. Look at this. So I have one checking account and I have 3 savings accounts. I thought I had 4, but I guess I only have 3. So these are my account with Capital One 360 products. Once again, I think they're great products. I titled my account Car Bank Information. So you have a savings account there that has the one at the top is the one that I used the most. Savings account, 360 savings account, both of them there. Then a checking account with $1.01, and then another savings account at the bottom. But I created 2 savings account on the app, and it's funny because I didn't even remember that I had accounts with them. But I think Capital One 360 products are incredible, especially on the savings side. Now they don't have a physical branch that you can show up to. Of course, you can use the Capital One ATM, but there's no physical branch, right? So it's really like an online banking type of experience that you're going to get with Capital One 360. King Kenneth says, "Damn, I missed it. I'm not sure what you missed, my brother." King Nip says, "When are you driving to ATL?" I'm driving to Atlanta first thing in the morning. And the reason why I'm leaving at 2 o'clock is because I want to beat the traffic before, like traffic time in Atlanta. And, it's a 12-hour drive. So I'm not trying to get there in the evening. So if I leave at 2 a.m., probably be like 2:15 because I'm going to wake up at 2 a.m. If I leave at that time, I'll probably get there by 3:15, 3:30 easily. And I like that. I like the way that sounds. Ideally, it's the best for me if I'm going to do a road trip, maybe to start 2 at max 3 hours before the sun comes up. But I can't do that in regards to this drive because it's, like I said, going to be 12 plus hours, 12 hours and like something minutes, right? So that's why I'm leaving at 2 a.m. or 2:15, the latest 2:15 in the morning. Miss Gatlin says, "Duane, I'll be praying for your safe travels." Thank you so much, Miss Gatlin. Devin says, "Recently I found out Citi will also send offers to product change a current credit card. That'd be really cool. They can send me an offer to product change to the custom cash card right now because I have the Citi dividend card that I have a $450 credit limit. So I would welcome that. Hey, listen, if you're just joining the live stream, once again, my name is Duane with How to Build Credit TV, and I talk about credit cards and how to make money using credit cards. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell. If you have questions, slap them into the comments section. This is a live stream, so I will be able to see your comments live. And if I don't have the answer, which it's possible, we have plenty of smart people in this live stream community that will know the answer. So be sure to ask your questions if you have any. Francisco, what's going on, my bro? Says, "Hey, Duane, I did a product change from Wells Fargo CashWise to Active Cash." There you go, my brother. That's awesome, man. That Active Cash card from Wells Fargo is a very solid card because you get 2% cash back on all your purchases. I mean, you really can't beat that. There's no annual fee. The only cash back card or the only 2% card that I have is with is the flagship card with Navy Federal Credit Union, and there is a $49 annual fee. Okay, so this Active Cash card from Wells Fargo, as far as I'm concerned, is the most solid credit card product that Wells Fargo has ever released. Okay, because that's freaking powerful, and the 2% cash back adds up real quickly. Points Blank Travel says, "Hey D, I had several people ask me in my live stream last night about when we're doing a live stream collab. The word on the street was it would be epic. We need to talk. We need to look into it." No, absolutely, bro. I got you, man. And as a matter of fact, if I'm driving to Atlanta and it's gonna take 12 hours, I can easily drive up to Dallas. Or if I'm super lazy, I could fly up there. But knowing me, I'd probably drive up there because the Uber drivers in Atlanta do make more money than the drivers in Houston. It's so funny because I'm like, all right, let's see. It's gonna be beyond interesting driving Uber in a totally different city that I don't know. It's not gonna be too bad though, because it's the United States. It's not like I'm driving Uber in a whole nother country where you don't know the streets. You might drive off of a cliff. Or if you don't speak the language, right? So I'll be all right. It'll be an interesting experience to say the least. King Nip says, "I would drive for 14 hours for $350. Facts." Me too, man. That's why I did it. And Friday was kind of interesting. And part of the reason why I was doing that was because they had a promotion. If you drive this amount of trips, we give you this amount of money. And I was just being really aggressive on Friday, so I would do less driving on Saturday, which I did wake up early on Saturday and drive Uber. So that's kind of why I did it. Hyro, what's going on? My bro says Duane is the credit guru. I don't know about all that. Man, y'all see my elbow? Man, that's okay. We're going to put this one down. I need a little lotion on that. Hey, it's a pleasure to have you in the building, bro. Thank you for the kind words. I don't know about the guru, but I definitely am sharing my experience. And I'm glad that others can benefit because I'm doing so. Jason, what's going on, bro? Jason says, "Hello. Hey, everyone. Hope all is well." Yes, sir. Thanks for stopping by another live stream. I appreciate seeing you, my brother. Nicholas is in the house. Nicholas says, "I'm planning on visiting Texas someday for a vacation. Any places I should hit up? I got family that lives near Houston." Oh man, there are definitely places to hit up here in Texas. Houston versus Austin versus Dallas. There's definitely quite a bit to see. As you get closer to the trip, holler at me. If you want to email me, you can email me as you get closer to that trip. My email address is helpingothersprosper@gmail.com. Helpingothersprosper@gmail.com. All right. Haro says, "Hey, bro, any interest in adding crypto to your channel? BlockFi coming out with a Bitcoin credit card." What's ironic about this is I was talking to my stepsister today because I was talking to her about getting into investing in the stock market. As far as I'm concerned, it's really, really hard for me to be open to doing new things. There is a lot of different ways people can make money with the stock market, Forex, Bitcoin, and I'm just not in a position to be opened to new ideas because I'm still digging myself out of the hole, right? So I've shared on the other channel especially that there was a time that I was day trading or swing trading and I was down $63,000. Now my student loans right now I think is like $54,000 or maybe 56, and I'm not interested in paying off my student loans. So imagine when I was down negative $63,000, I was like in all kinds of pain. So it's really hard for me to be open to any kind of concept because I'm just trying to get back to being even right now. And I'm only like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 down right now, depending on the day, right? So it's going to be hard for me to be open to doing anything new because that's the thing is like you can't really split your attention and try to do, a whole bunch of different things. People talk to me about options trading. People talk to me about crypto. You know what I'm saying? I am still licking my wounds from trying to day trade on my own when I thought I had it, but I clearly did not. One of the things that I think is very interesting is that, I'm doing extremely well, but because I was down negative $63,000, I'm still recovering from that. So I can't even rejoice in the fact that I'm doing well. I'm still trying to get my money back. So there's that. Let's see. Okay, cool. King Nip says, Andre says, I will not smash the thumbs up. And then he says, I will just click it. Fair enough, man. I appreciate you, Andre. King Nip says, what's your thoughts on the Hilton Honors Amex no annual fee version? King Nip, very, very good card. I had that card. I just upgraded to the Surpass from Hilton. I think the Hilton Honors card that has no annual fee is a great place to start. If you're interested in getting that card, please consider using my referral link. But more importantly, be sure to apply for that card when it has 100,000 points sign up offer. Anything less than 100,000 points, don't do it. Okay, wait until you see 100,000 points. Try to see if you can do an incognito tab or private browser or whatever, and see if you can find that offer. Scour the internet for the 100,000 sign up offer in regards to the Hilton Honors Hilton Honors card. I think it's a very, very solid card. When you get the card, let me just tell you that you will have the ability to redeem it for hotel stays. And if you are shopping for hotel stays in advance, you're probably going to get a better use of your points. Because I know when you have a lot of points, like 100,000 points, it's easy to be like, yo, I got 100,000 points. I'm going to spend 50,000 points on one night. You know what I'm saying? When in reality, you can spend like 20,000 points or, 18,000 points on one night at a decent hotel. So that's just my 2 cents in regards to that. But I think it's a very, very solid card. Devin says, it's my buy power card moving from Capital One to Goldman Sachs. Interesting. Thank you, Devin, for sharing that. I really, really appreciate that. I'm very interested in seeing what Goldman Sachs will do moving forward. Jordan23WW says, when I got the original Chase Slate card, Chase pulled from Experian, both Experian and Equifax for me. I'm in North Carolina. Thank you so much for letting me know that, Jordan23WW. Like I said, I mentioned it a little bit in the beginning of the video. A lot of people like to be very absolute with like who the credit card company pulls from, which bureau. And so, like I did say in the beginning, it can differ. Okay, so if you want to be extra sure, you can contact them and ask, right? Or you can Google that information in regards to your state as well. Dude, thank you, Jesus. Dude, man, first of all, thank you so much, bro. I really was wondering. I was like, what sport is this? That's so sad. I mean, that's how long I've been unplugged. Judo, my brother. Judo. Thank you, sir. Says judo is the Olympic karate looking sport where you were talking about, where they basically are wrestling, right? Like they have on karate get up. They have on like a karate uniform and they have their belt tied around. And I'm like, okay. I kind of like it though. I feel like maybe the wrestling uniform should be more like that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of that tight onesie that they have on, but whatever. Darnell, man, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a minute. It's a pleasure to see you, my brother. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Devin says, back in the day when I opened my Explorer card, Chase only pulled Experian from California. The Explorer card that Chase offer is a very solid card. That's another thing, once again, between Capital One and Chase. Chase has a lot more credit cards. It's kind of funny. I just thought to myself, does Capital One even have a hotel card? I mean, off the top of my head, I'm like, no. I don't think they do, but I could be wrong. Somebody let me know in the comment section whether I'm right or wrong. Does Capital One offer a hotel credit card? Ulysses says, just bump your music all the way to ATL. Yeah, I will be, knowing me, I'm going to be watching something on Netflix. Probably not so much. Definitely will be listening to some motivational stuff on YouTube. But no matter what I do, 12 hours of driving is it's going to be one for the books. I have never driven that long before. The longest trip that I've ever had was 8 hours, and I was not alone. So, and this was back in like 2005. So that's different. This is a solo mission, so it'll be interesting. But I'm not worried about it. I think the thing that I'm most concerned about right now is probably just like, hopefully I'll be, rested enough. I normally start driving Uber at 4 o'clock. So starting at 2 is a little different. And sunrise will probably happen between 6:10 and 6:30. So I got to drive those hours. Once the sun comes up, I think I'll be good to go. And then I'll just ride it out. Maximilian, what's going on, bro? Says Capital One is all about giving newbies low credit limits, hoping they will overspend and get stuck in their network. That is correct. You couldn't have said it much better. For sure, those types of card that appeals to a certain type of credit card user or people that are in a certain spot, certain things do occur, such as people using their cards and not paying their bill, not paying their statement in full, and of course just paying like interest for life. So yeah. Luis says I created a RB FCU checking account a year ago just to have a relationship with them, but never used the account. And today I received a letter in the mail that the account can be deleted due to inactivity. I mean, dude, they always the credit card companies or credit union in this case or banks or whomever always have the right. They reserve the right to do whatever the F they want to do. And that's what they do. It sucks when they do that. So I hear you. Hip to the dip. What is going on? It's a pleasure to see you. Says, hey, I'm late. No worries. It is all good. We are here. We have Major Change Group in the building. She has her own YouTube channel as well. Be sure to go to her channel, subscribe, and click that notification bell. She says, hi, Duane. She says, hi, everybody. Then she says, hi, Duane. What's going on, ma'am? It's a pleasure to have you in the building. Eli, what's going on, bro? Thanks for stopping by. Eli says, what's up? Yes, sir. We are here. Another one. Devin says, you would actually be arriving at ATL around 4:30 because you're an hour behind. Dude, I'm so lame. Thank you. You're so right, my bro. You're absolutely right. Damn. First of all, I'm not going to be arriving at 4 anything because I'm driving and I'm not going to be driving Miss Daisy. I just need to be careful in the dark hours when I'm driving that I can't see the police officers behind or in front of me because it's dark. So I'm going to try to use Waze, but I'm not going to speed too much. I mean, I always drive fast and it's not a good recipe. The last time I went on a road trip was in 2016. It was my cousin and myself, his daughter, and my 2 kids, and we drove from Houston to Cleveland, Tennessee, and I got a ticket. I think I got a ticket going up and coming back, but I don't remember. Let's just say I got 1 ticket, and I was pissed. Like, it was not very smart. So I'm gonna try not to do that. I'm gonna try to take it easy. King Nip says, hold up, you gonna drive Uber in ATL? Yeah, I am. I mean, I'm a nerd, man. I mean, technically, I can do that. It's gonna be weird. I saw one of the times that I was really like, you know what? I'm gonna do this Uber thing, cause like you know how it is when you start to decide you're gonna do something new or different. You can feel a way. You can kind of be perplexed, like, no, I'm scared. And ironically, I was dropping off my Tesla at the Tesla place for them to look at something, and I saw this lady get picked up in an Uber, and it was a raggedy Hyundai. I was like, yo, if this guy's driving Uber with his raggedy car, I can drive with my Honda Accord, and his license plate was from Arkansas. I was like, what? I thought that was kind of cool. So I think technically you can drive Uber in any state. Of course, every state probably has their own rules in regards to Uber. Like Texas, I know for a fact it's kind of tricky because we have tollways here. I don't know if they have tollways in Atlanta, but so that can be kind of tricky because you need your Easy Pass or your Easy Tag or whatever to pay the tolls because it makes it faster, right? And Uber will send you the fastest route. They'll send you the fastest route. And so most of the time that includes you paying tolls. Relaxing Caribbean upbeat jams says Buc-ee's, LOL. I don't know if there's any Buc-ee's on my way, but knowing me, I'm going to be very much business on this trip. in my head, I'm like, I'm only gonna stop once. I'm laughing because when I drive Uber, and it's a bad habit. Like, I don't drink a lot of water because I don't want to stop. I don't want to be running to the bathroom every 2 hours to pee like the old man that I am. So like in my head on this Atlanta trip, I'm only gonna stop once, just to buy gas. You feel me? Like, I'll be able to get like almost 500 miles per gallon for a full tank. Maybe like 490 something, right? Because I might be speeding. So I'm only gonna stop once. It's like almost 800 miles from here to at where I'm going in Atlanta. So in my mind, I'm just gonna stop once, but we'll see. I'm not gonna kill myself. I should definitely take it easy. King Nip says, crazy. I left Houston July 12th. I was there for 5 days. All right, cool, man. Hopefully you had a good time. I don't know. What does this mean? I'm just joking, maybe you mean joking. Points Blank Travel says, D, if need be, we can do the collab with you in Houston and me in Dallas. You don't have to drive or fly. The Texas connection, baby. Let's roll. Yeah, I guess we could do that. That would be interesting for sure. We definitely could do that. You're right. Hip to the Dip says, just joining. Okay, joining. Are you moving to Atlanta? I am not, but it wouldn't be a bad place to move. My niece is going to be moving back to New York, unfortunately. And I say unfortunately because New York is like, more expensive, but like they need help with the baby and daycare is $1 million. So yeah, I don't think I'm moving to Atlanta. At least I don't know, not that I know about. I think it would be hard to kind of move. I think one of the things that would be intriguing as far as moving to Atlanta is like even just driving Uber and the ability to earn more money driving Uber in Atlanta might be like a smidge cheaper than Houston. At least this is what I've heard. That part's kind of enticing, but as far as Uber is concerned, it may just be a matter of time before the earnings in Atlanta becomes more of on par with the earnings in Houston, because maybe there's just not as many drivers there, right? Which is why the earnings are more in Atlanta. So I don't know. King Nip says, you got student loans and a score over 750. Wow, that's great. What's funny about the student loans, King Nip, is my student loan interest or whatever is 3.5, which really upsets me. Because like when you're in school, you're like, oh, 3.5. Like it doesn't seem that bad, right? And then my freaking Tesla, that loan is 2.49. So I'm looking at the student loan 3.5 like, man, I should pay that off. Like I really should. I've been a lot more aggressive in regards to my student loans than I have been in the past. I think my loan payment's like $519 a month, but I end up paying $624. And I choose $624 because I'm a nerd, because my birthday is June 24th. So I end up paying $312 every other week. So some months I get 3 payments of $312 as opposed to just paying the $624. So I've been a little bit more aggressive, but I can only be so aggressive. I'm not really trying to take all my little earnings and pay my student loans off. Rodney, what's going on, bro? It's been a minute since I've seen you, my brother. Thank you so much for stopping by. Rodney says, which card is better? Wells Fargo Cash Rewards at 2% or the Custom Cash card, 5% cash back? On the fence with both of them. Man, I didn't even, to tell you the truth, Custom Cash, 5%, right? I'm pretty sure there's a cap to that, right? It's not like you're going to be able to just get unlimited. I don't even remember off the top of my head what's going on with the Custom Cash. I'm trying to load it here on my computer. Let me get off the internet on my cell phone. Okay, right. So I don't know. I mean, right, it's not really a true 5%, right? It's not like the 5%'s unlimited, right? It's only up to $500 on a specific category. So I don't know. I mean, between the two cards, I think the question may need to be, which one of the banks do you think you're going to be able to get approved for or approved with easier? Between Citibank and Wells Fargo, I'm going to go with Citibank. To be honest with you, I'm going to say it's going to be a smidge easier to get approved for Citibank than it would be for Wells Fargo, unless you already have a banking relationship with Wells Fargo. And then, it may be easier that way. Devin says, if you're looking a credit card and need to know the bank issuer or credit level needed, a website I use mentioned on Rod's live stream the other night is bestcards.com. Thank you, Devin. That's wild because I don't even know that website. But that's why it's important for us to subscribe to other people's channel, because once again, here's some nuggets that Points Blank Travel is dropping that I don't know about. For me personally, because I'm all over the place and I'm like busy, more busy than I don't want to say more busy than I want to be, but because I'm insanely busy, it's hard for me to kind of give my attention to a bunch of stuff. So Devin, I appreciate you dropping that gem that Rod mentioned in his live stream. Major Change Group says that IHG I think has 150,000. It took me forever to use the points. Exactly, especially if you're being really particular and strategic about using the points. I'm super jealous that I can't have the IHG card, so I'm not even gonna talk about it. But that's a good point. Very good point. Devin says my product change offer from Citi was the Simplicity card to the Rewards Plus card. Not bad. Not bad, because that Citi Simplicity card is not really, it doesn't really have a lot of features, right? It's not like you're going to get, a lot of cash back or points with that card. That card is just like a regular card, I think. Cinnamon says, I thought this was really funny because while the vast majority of checking accounts don't hard pull your credit for approval. Okay, you got me on that one. But yeah, I feel like checking accounts that, or any kind of banking institution that pulls your credit for a banking account, I'm like, come on, man, like y'all are tripping. Andre says 40,000 honors points equal one night Hilton stay. See, that's the thing. That's the thing, though, right? See, there are Hilton branded hotels, right? So you have clearly hotels that have Hilton on them. Then you have hotels like Home to Stay, I think. Homewood Suites, that's a Hilton property as well. Embassy Suites is a Hilton property as well. And then there's a bunch more that I can't think of off the top of my head. So there are a bunch of Hilton branded company or companies that Hilton, that's in the Hilton chain. So those companies, those hotels people should consider looking at as well, because you're going to possibly get a cheaper rate as far as your points are concerned. There are a lot of hotels that are Hilton branded, instead of, just a hotel that says Hilton on it, King Nip says the Hilton Honors sign-up bonus is 130,000 points, broken into two parts. Well, it's not really 130,000, right? Because you got to meet those spends. So I hear what you're saying, but the one I'm talking about is just 100,000 points for spending $1,000. The 130 is kind of enticing. I hate when they do that. Any credit card company, when they do that, when they entice you like X amount of points, and then it's like, okay, you get this, then you got to spend another chunk of money, and then you get this. Super lame. But if people find value in that, like if somebody has a business account or someone has a lot of expenses, then they can go for it. I see we have 84 people with only 48 thumbs up. Please, if you have not smashed the thumbs up in this video, smash the thumbs up. It helps me tremendously, and I appreciate you. Jesus says, so you're saying judo? No judo. Dude, that's funny. I can't believe I didn't know what that was. Mikey T says, judo is an Olympic sport similar to wrestling. Very useful. I'm sure all of it's useful. I mean, anything that you can kind of do to defend yourself or give you an advantage. Andre says Capital One doesn't have a hotel card. I didn't think so. King Nip says Waze app is goated. It's not goat, it's goated. I'm not sure what goated means, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it. I can't personally use Waze over Google, but I'll have it on as well. When my cousin and I drove to Tennessee and we were trying to use Waze, we kind of got turned around some crazy way. I don't know if it was because of construction or not, but I didn't like it. So I'm definitely going to be using my Google, but I will have Waze on just so they can tell me police reported ahead. Major Change Group says, I'm in Tennessee. All right. Tennessee's cool. I had a good time when I was up there. I like Tennessee. King Nip says, on a 12-hour drive, I would just stop once, especially if it's just me and nobody asking me to stop. Yeah, I mean, clearly I'm going to stop if I have to use the bathroom. I don't see me stopping to get food or anything like that, or snacks or anything like that. I'm just going to thug it out. I totally forgot about the time change, which is kind of funny because I was talking to my niece and I think I was telling her, I was going to leave at 3. That's how I came up with the 2 o'clock thing. And she's funny. She's like, how are you going to deal with the time change? I'm like, when I wake up at 2 o'clock, I'll just tell myself it's 3 o'clock because it's 3 o'clock in Atlanta. They're an hour ahead of me. So that'll be interesting. Devin says, I don't believe Capital One offer hotel cards. Under Google, the closest card is the Venture card. Major Change Group says, dang, 3.5% is great. I think my is 6.8%. I almost did a video talking about one of the credit cards with Bank of America today because of the different tiers that they have that they reward you if you're a Bank of America customer and you have like a lot of money in your account or in accounts that are with Bank of America or Merrill Lynch. Which I guess would make sense if you had like, a mortgage with Bank of America. King Nip says that 3 times on everything else, that Hilton Honors card, you could rack up hella points besides all those 5 times points too. Yeah, I think it's very easy to rack up points with the Hilton cards. The Hilton Honors, the one that has no annual fees, definitely like the entry level type of deal. But I think it's pretty solid, man. If I were you, I would go for that card. King Nip says, it's the police reported ahead for me. Yeah, why the Waze app is good. I agree. Andre says, D, are you originally from Jamaica? Yes, sir, I am. I was born in Jamaica and I came to Houston at 9 years old. I've been in Houston since 1987, which is a long time. Too long of a time to be honest with you. But, Houston's been good to me. Marcus F says Capital One is the bank that limits their long-time customers with good payment histories with them. They're not for their customers like Amex and Chase. Marcus F, I agree with you, brother. Church, preach, amen. I agree 1,000,000%. Devin says, yes, the Simplicity card has no fees. I used Best Cards for a while and they show several unknown banks and credit union, which is why I mentioned it to Rod in his live stream. Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing, right? That's a very good point, Devin. As far as I'm concerned, the credit card company or whoever you're going to get your credit card or loan with, it doesn't have to be a known bank. It doesn't even matter as long as it makes sense for you and as long as the APR is decent, or that's the bank that you have to go with for where you are on your particular credit journey. Man, do what's best for you. King Nip says, I drove 19 hours from New York to Mississippi, stopped 4 times though, because it was 5 of us. I hated that we stopped 4 times and I drove 15 out of the 19 hours. And after the 15, I got tired and my bro took over. Yeah, I mean, I could totally see that. I do like to be in control. And so the good news is I won't be in competition with anybody. It's going to be me, and just me. I think I'm probably going to hate the drive back home. Because I like getting there is going to be cool. And then like maybe, driving Uber will be cool. And then when it's time to drive back home, I'm going to be like, man, I got to drive back home. But hopefully it'll be a decent drive and I'll see, a thing or two scenically that will make me feel all right about the drive. Either way, I'm getting it done. Cinemadness says, I meant to say earlier that while banks don't hard pull for credit for checking accounts, there's this one YouTuber who's trying to go hard, churning checking accounts, trying to get 10 G's in 1 year doing that. But Check Systems is like the FICO of checking accounts, and he started getting denied for checking accounts and letters from Check Systems. Interesting. First of all, I mean, kudos to that dude. I feel like that's way too much work. Just because it is. It's not like these banks are giving out hella sign-up offers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think one of the best sign-up offers is from the Chase Private Select or whatever private client. I don't know. Where basically you got to have like, I think it's like $75,000 in order to get like $2,000. So, I mean, making 10 G's on banking checking account offers, yeah, I can see why that would take a while. K Diggs 2, what's going on, bro? K Diggs 2 is a channel member. It's a pleasure to see you. Says happy Monday, Credit Fam. By the way, Waze is owned by Google. Didn't know that. That's very interesting. Did not know that. Thank you for dropping that knowledge. That's kind of stupid then, because why doesn't Google have that feature where they tell you cops reported ahead? Cinemadness says, I guess you can't have too much of a good thing. These are facts. Marcus F says, so am I. I'm from St. Catharines. Okay, let's go, my brother. St. Catharines in the building. Yes, sir. That's kind of funny because I feel like somebody I know is from St. Catharines. I know that I've been to Clarendon because my stepmom at the time had family in Clarendon, so of course I've been there, and I think some of my people is from St. Elizabeth. So I feel like maybe like my grandma or aunt, or probably grandma would be from St. Catherine. But yeah, man, big up yourself, Marcus, bro. Thank you for sharing. King Nip says, I'm from Jamaica too, Jamaica, Queens. That's funny. Andre says, D, do you have checking and savings with Alliant? I know you have the auto loan with them. I do not. Of course, you got to have the savings account. And I thought for a minute maybe I should throw some money in there. But because I have so many inquiries and I'm not, like worrying about it, I'll just let the inquiries fall off before I try to get another type of relationship with Alliant Credit Union. But I know that they're pretty good. King Nip says, my Chase checking account bonus was $275 after getting 2 direct deposits. That is not bad. That's a pretty good bonus, man. Andre says, I will go with PenFed and that other one if you help me. Well, if I help you, you really don't need to go with PenFed, but I hear you. And if you can get in with PenFed, I think PenFed is also good. So there's that. Guys, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them. That's the purpose of this live stream. I see that we have 83 people watching right now, for which I'm grateful. Once again, if you have any questions, slap them in the comment section. I'd love the opportunity to answer your question. If you guys don't have any question for me, I'm gonna go pack for this trip, and I'll probably watch Love and Hip Hop because I got to get my trash TV in. So once again, if you have questions, slap them in the comment section. Devin says, from old live streams when an old member here, Earl, and I were talking about BBVA clear points. Okay, yeah, I remember Earl. They are now part of PNC and not accepting credit card applications. Yeah, and I think that I knew that BBVA was in trouble or filed bankruptcy, not bankruptcy, but whatever happened with them. I'm pretty sure that information was kind of brought to my attention, probably from you guys. I know Earl was definitely a big fan of that particular card. He mentioned it a couple of times in the live stream. Madden Credit Champ says, man, business credit is amazing. Everything I finance, I put on my business name. Game changer. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Of course it's amazing. I don't remember who I was talking to the other day, but it was an Uber ride now that I think about it. And I was like, yo, I got all this available credit limit and I'm not even really leveraging it because I'm scary like that. I'm not willing to take those risks. But yeah, business credit is definitely the way to go. I think for me personally, the reason why I kind of put brakes on that was because I just had way too many inquiries. I hear a lot of people talking about business credit and not having it being pulled from your personal credit. But I guess I'm just comfortable where I am, and so being comfortable makes you not necessarily seek out with great intensity new information. I'm not really hungry for information in regards to business credit and whatnot, just because I'm in a good position. But I definitely encourage people to do so if they're passionate about that. So I appreciate you sharing that, Madden Credit Champ. Thank you so much, my brother. Andre says, I will wait on your email, sir. Have a safe trip. Andre, you're going to have to email me, my brother. You're going to have to email me and check in. Maybe like early August is a decent time. It's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just that, I need time to think about it. But like I said, definitely reach out to me. King Nip says, when are you leaving to drive to ATL? 2 a.m. Houston time, so that's 3 o'clock Atlanta time. Thank you, Devin, for letting me know that Atlanta is an hour ahead of Houston. I knew that, but I guess I forgot. So, because I was like, yeah, I'll get there around 3:30. No, you won't, because it's not, it's going to be 3 a.m. when I leave, so I'll get there around 4:30. I have 195,000 miles on my Honda Accord right now, so I'm like, ooh, I'm going to get over 200,000 pretty soon. Not on this trip, obviously, but pretty soon. Maybe, if I drive a lot of Uber, maybe, when I drive back home. Major Change Group says, have a safe drive. Everyone have a great night. You too have a great night, ma'am. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure. Ulysses says, have a safe trip. See you next live stream. Bye for now. Yes, sir. You got it. Points Blank says, have a safe trip, D. Safe travels, my brother. Yes, sir. Devin says, are you doing a live stream next Monday due to your trip? I am doing a live stream next Monday. My trip is kind of complex. We're not going to get into the details of that, but I am going to do a live stream next Monday, so don't worry about that. I will be back again, guaranteed for sure, next Monday doing a live stream. King Nip says, do you need a business to get the Blue Business Plus card from Amex? Yeah, you need to at least have a DBA, right? You're doing business as, you have a business name. American Express is pretty easy to get a business credit card with, for sure, but I don't think there's a walk around as far as your Social Security is concerned. The good news is American Express does one hard inquiry for personal credit, so I think you might be all right. I don't think they'll pull your personal credit, even though you're gonna be asked to put your Social Security with your application for your business card with American Express. Madden Credit Champ says, all my business credit are no personal guarantee. Amex is the only one hard inquiry, 14 cards. Dude, that is cool. Very, very cool. Let me see something here. What am I doing? No, that's not what I want. Oh man, I got this gum right here. Oh, I just put it back in my mouth. The gum. That was not a good idea. It's not even fresh. Okay, I was just checking to see if Madden Credit Champ had a channel, and you do have a channel. Excuse me. You do have a channel. You have a video. I don't know if it's the video or just a random video or what. Let me see. Okay, yeah, something else. Okay. All right, no worries. No worries. All right, let me get back to this. Oh, snap. I'm all over the place. Go back. Here we go. First of all, I appreciate these questions coming in, you guys. Once again, I did say if you have questions, be sure to ask, right? Freddie says, PenFed pulls your credit report for checking and savings account. Curly Neek, what's going on, girl? Says, you should do a car chat, something different. LOL. Yeah, I was like, man, you know what? Maybe I do a live stream for like 5 hours as I'm driving into Atlanta. I'm sure that'll be very challenging since I'm gonna need my Google Maps. I'll need my Waze. But yeah, that definitely would be interesting for sure. Jordan23WW says, praying for safe travels for you. Duane, don't forget your sunglasses. You'll be driving into the sunrise on your way there. That's funny. True story. Fun facts. Never owned sunglasses. Don't have sunglasses. Super sad. Super sad. Maybe that's another live stream. Maybe we can take suggestions as to what sunglasses I should get. Devin says, I know every time zone because I have family and have been in every time zone. Yeah, Devin, I appreciate that. And thank you for reminding me. Trust me, I really did forget, even though I was on the phone talking to my niece on Friday about it, and I was being funny, and I really forgot. So thank you for bringing that to the forefront of my mind. Cinemadness says, business checking account bonuses are way bigger than personal ones, just like credit card bonuses. All right, my bro. The YouTube experiment says, I'm back again. What I miss? Which is better? Why? I personally would say Chase is better just because they have that little bonus, the $100 bonus after spending $500. And Chase has way better cards and way more cards than Capital One. But depending on where you are in your credit journey, that will kind of, sway which direction you should go in. So, yeah. Steven, what's going on, man? Steven says, how long should you wait before applying for another credit card like Amex, Chase, or etc.? Steven, great question. It's if you're talking about like your very first credit card, how long to wait before applying for another, the really conservative time frame would be a year. 6 months is probably okay, but a year is probably better. If you want to be conservative, the longer you wait is kind of better. So I would say a year if you're just starting. 6 months is doable also if you have a high credit score and maybe 1 or 2 inquiries. You can wait 6 months before applying for another card. Maximilian says, take this from someone who owns a trucking company. You need to be in bed, bro. 800 miles is a hard drive. I appreciate you. Trust me, I know that you're absolutely right. You know how it is. You know how young people are. I know how I am. In my mind, I'm like, I got it. I remember when I drove to Tennessee with my cousin, and both of us worked that day, and we left Houston at like 10:45, 11 o'clock. And we're like, we got it. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 of us. Like, it's going to be easy. And I started driving first. I think I drove like 80 miles. I drove 80 miles and I needed to switch, right? My cousin drove 50 miles, and then he needed to switch. And I was like, damn, we are in trouble. Like, that was the longest night. I kept driving and I was like, I can't go to sleep. I'm going to kill our kids, because my kids were in the car and his daughter was in the car as well. So I hear you. I definitely need to get to bed, but I'm pretty sure I won't. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to wake up at 2. At this rate, the latest I'm going to go to bed is probably 10 o'clock. So I'll get that 4 hours sleep, which is normal-ish. I think I might get 5 hours of sleep sometimes and then wake up and exercise and drive Uber. So hopefully I'll be all right. I just need to make it to sunrise, really. John, what's going on, bro? Thanks for stopping by. Says, I heard last week that Chase has started counting credit limit increases to the 524 rule. Do you hear anything about this? I have not, just because my ear is not to the street like it used to be in regards to credit cards, just because I'm hella busy. But yeah, I have not. King Nip, I don't think it will not be a hard inquiry unless it's your very first credit card with American Express. If you already have a credit card with American Express, it's not going to be a hard inquiry. Marcus says, I tried to get 11 inquiries off my report and am having a hard time removing. What to do, bro? Wrong person when it comes to inquiries and removing them. That's not my forte. It's not my lane, and I stay out of it, unfortunately. Devin says, safe prayers for safe travel. See you on the next stream. Enjoy the vacation. Yes, sir, I will. King Nip says, do you think 4 months later is too quick to apply for the second Amex? No, I do not. If you want to be conservative, wait till 6. And you might want to do that just because I don't know your situation in regards to your credit profile. But 4 months with American Express is not bad. That's pretty good. You want to be conservative, wait till 6, okay? And if you want to get the Hilton card also, you know what I'm saying? The YouTube experiment, yes, my bro, absolutely, you're welcome. King Nip says, oh, you just answered the question. I didn't notice. Okay, Cinemadness says, I think the Chase Slate Edge will definitely add to the common opinion of starting with getting the Chase cards first because now they have a starter card. These are facts, my brother. John says, I honestly think now that Chase is offering a starter card, the new Slate is better than a lot of others because it is potentially a foot in the door to Chase. Absolutely. That's a no-brainer, and that's why they did it. You know, it just took them forever to do it. I'm just like, why? You know what I'm saying? But now they're realizing that I guess now they don't want to miss out on customers at all levels. It's very weird because like you can get success a bunch of different ways. You can get success by being exclusive and making people feel like they're part of something special and it's not that many people, right? Or you can get success by being inclusive and accepting everybody at first in the beginning, and then that funnel is going to funnel down to a smaller portion of people, right? Which could be the exclusive people. And I think Chase has finally caught on to that. Points Blank Travel says, great live stream as usual. D, I'll hit you up tomorrow to check on the 12-hour hike. We can chop it up for the last leg of the trip. Yes, sir. That's cool. I appreciate you, my man. No, I did not purchase a home, my brother. Trey, what's going on, man? Trey says, sup, D, super late, but hope all is good. Yes, sir. Thanks for stopping by. It's a pleasure to have you in 2 live streams back to back. Another one. Cinemadness says, do you think next Chase will do a secured card or nah? I don't see them doing it. If Chase ever did that, then damn, you know what I'm saying? They're really trying to make sure they get everybody. I don't see them doing it. I think this is going to be their version of like a beginner card type of deal. But I don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't, to be honest. I don't know why other companies wouldn't. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. And that is that. Listen, please smash the thumbs up in this video if you haven't already done so. If you have any more questions, I'll stick around for another 30 seconds to a minute. Slap them in the comment section. This is a live stream. Please smash the thumbs up if you haven't already. I really appreciate that. And more importantly, if you have other questions, slap them in the live stream. PR says, what is the minimum credit score for a Slate Edge? The minimum score that I always give and the starting point for all the credit cards that I always talk about, FICO score wise, I would say it's 680. With Chase, you have to be concerned with inquiries. So if you have 5 or more inquiries in the last 24 months, you're going to automatically be denied even if you have a 750 credit score. So I would say a 680 FICO score is the starting point, stepping stone. King Nip says, just tell them that they are fraudulent and you didn't do them. That's what I did. Oh, okay. He's talking about the inquiries. I was like, what are you talking about? Maximilian says, I guarantee you Chase will be dropping the 524 because Amex is eating their lunch as far as new customers. That will be cool. I like how you're like, I guarantee. We'll see. We'll see. King Nip says, safe travels, my guy, and I hope you have a good, fast trip. Yeah, it's going to be as good and fast as 12 hours can be. Like if everything goes smoothly, 11 hours and 50 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that. Trey says, who does Chase pull from in Texas when applying for a credit card? I want to say TransUnion, but you can always Google it. You can always Google it. If you want to hear the information directly from the horse's mouth, you can call Chase and ask them directly. You cannot go wrong doing that because it won't be hearsay. It'll be facts. All right, that's enough. I'm tired of chewing this gum on camera because I know that's not right etiquette-wise. So I'm going to be ending this live stream. Once again, my name is Duane with How to Build Credit TV, and I approve this video. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Marcus says, blessing on your road trip, Breda. Yes, Marcus, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. King Nip says, laughing my butt off. Do 95 to 100. Break it down to 11 hours. Yeah, right. Do 95 to 100. I definitely would get a ticket because I couldn't be that lucky. 12 hours on the road going fast. I would be absolutely lucky if I didn't get a ticket. All right. Trey says, that's fair. Good seeing you. Peace, bro. Yeah, Trey, I appreciate you, my bro. You guys have an incredible week. I will see you guys the next time I see y'all. All right. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Peace.